House full of pins, pierce my heart straight through.
Welcome to Dear Dana on a Saturday
But you keep
night.
me on red.
Hello, Shelly Marie.
Everything is like
Welcome,
a test.
everybody,
So better
and
not
welcome
text or I'll come off
in the
desperate.
bushes.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead,
Let all the stress of the week go.
Just
let it go. Inhale to the count of 3. Inhale to the count of 3. This time, let it go slow. Nice and slow.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did?
Inhale
that
again
you
to the
said?
count of 3.
I don't think you understand what you're doing.
And let it
my
go
heart's
through your
black and
mouth,
blue
nice
from
and slow to the count of
I
6.
feel like when I'm with you, I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing. Sitting there
Inhale again to the count of 3 and let it go nice and slow. Just let it go. Welcome to Dear Dana. It is a new year. It's a new year. Let's try to make things way better than it was last year. Our happiness is up to us, people. Be careful, Shelly Marie. Welcome. And hello out in the bushes. Everything that's crazy going in the world. Everything that's crazy. At the bottom of our life, everything's got to go up, just like a roller coaster. Can't stay at the bottom but so long until it has to go up. And ultimately, that's up to us. May not think it is, but in every situation, in every given situation, even if it seems worse, we have choices and options to pick another door, to fight for another day, to fight for those things that are the most important to us and the people that are the most important to us, right? It's about making choices. In any given situation, we have the option about how we react. And whether we choose to be happy, sad, mad, right? And let me tell you, even people like me, even a psychotherapist, hypnotherapist, we have sad, mad, upside down, angry, depressed days, just like everybody else. You might think, oh, they help people for a living. That does not mean we do not have those upside down days, because we do. Trust and believe. I have to yank myself out just like everybody else. So what is going on, people? What's going on in the world, in your world? What's going on in your world? Let's talk about it. I try to infiltrate my mind during the holidays with every inspiring, cheesy movie I could possibly find. Because the struggle is real. The struggle is real. And like I've said before, what you put in here. You may not believe it, but it affects your everyday life. I had someone who shall not be named telling me that they had been watching a scary, or not even let me say scary, but they had been watching, I don't know if it was murder mysteries, or maybe it was live murder mysteries. ID things and that and the other, about how that kind of thing goes on. And I think they had overloaded on it, right? how you keep watching one thing after another. And they were having really bad nightmares that was affecting their everyday. And they were not understanding why they were having all those nightmares and how it was really just keeping them janked up. And then it was like, aha, that's what it is. So they had to stop watching them so they could come down on that high anxiety feeling. So they could like chill out on that feeling. And it started to get better. And that was a prime example of how some of that can affect you. Seriously. So if I watch things that are a little too dark, resonate a little too low for me, I might not think about it, but it starts affecting me. There is something really true to things that make you resonate lower, that make your energy go a little too low. And if things are already bothering you in your life, that crap can take you low, 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 low. It can. And if you are in a position in your life where you need to be problem solving in your life, getting out of a gray or dark place, it will behoove you to be around positive people, positive things, and filling your mind with those things that will make you feel better, that will inspire you. Because believe it or not, it goes into your unconscious mind. It fuels that part of your mind. And you need as many positive things filling that part of you up. So you have more aha moments where you can figure out things. Does that make sense? Where you can get yourself out of those moments, come up with solutions in your life. That's why people are like, oh, why are they reading those inspirational books? Why aren't they filling their mind with all that stuff? That's why. That's why. They're not trying to overfill themselves with a bunch of things. Hey there, honey. Hey, April Showers Network. Happy New Year to you. Please, everybody, if you get a chance, please go check out April Showers Network on YouTube. That's why people fill themselves up with things that inspire them. Or they go to church so they can get some hallelujah in them. Hallelujah. That's me. Hallelujah. So they can get some of that in them. So they can fill themselves up with light. So they can seek other like-minded people and support and things that can help them get out of that place they're in. A lot of people, when they get in dark places, oh, thank you, April. A lot of people, when they get in dark places, will try to self-medicate because they don't want to think about it. They think that the alcohol or taking DRGs will help cover it up, make them not think about it. But it takes them to a lower place, a darker place that makes things worse. And when they come out of feeling that way, the problems are still there. And their unconscious minds aren't filled with inspiration, aren't filled with aha moments, aren't filled with things to help them solve the problems. Just filled with more darkness. You see how that works? So, I'll have my little pity party sometimes, and I have to look for ways to snap me out of it. And that's why I try to escape in as many positive things as I can feel my eyes, ears, nose, mouth, sensory with. I try to stay away from the negative. I'll have my moments of snapping, and I have to move out of it as quickly as possible. We all need our escapes. And I have to ask you, what are your escapes? Now, I have to say, I haven't put it together yet, but my husband, it's a double-edged sword. My husband got me a rebounder, which is a trampoline with handles, to jump on for Christmas, to help strengthen my legs, but it also moves my body and gets some of that angst out of my system. Also got a punching bag, strengthen my arms, and I can punch that bag, get that angst out of my system. It's a positive way to express and get it out of your body. It's so important to get it out of your body. Whatever negativity or frustration, pain, angst, that you hold in your body that you don't express, frustration, sadness, disappointment, all of the heavier emotions that you try to stuff away and hold in your body. If you keep doing that, ultimately what occurs is it turns into illness, sickness, disease. That is the truth of the matter. Truth of the matter. So let us move on. Did any of you make a New Year's promise to yourself? That's what I like to call it, a New Year's promise to yourself. Because, my personal belief, do you make a resolution to yourself? Most of the world ends up breaking resolutions to themselves. Not all, but most of the world ends up breaking those daggone resolutions. Don't you think? It's fun to make them, but they go, I'm going to lose all this weight during this New Year's. And they start off good for the first 1, 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month. And when that weight doesn't come off like this, they're like, I give up. I need that donut. I can't help myself. I need those carbohydrates. I can't help myself. Can't help myself. And in some ways it's true because your conscious brain only makes up about 12% of your decision-making, logic, reason, and decision-making and willpower, while your unconscious brain carries the rest and decides it likes donuts, ice cream, carbohydrates, bread, and fights you along the way. So, in some ways, it's not your fault. So I say promise yourself, because most of the time, when you promise your friends, your boss, your acquaintances, your family, you're hard pressed to break those promises. Because you're like, but I promised them I would. I promised them. I can't break that promise. So if you promise yourself aren't you going to be more apt, more determined not to break that promise? Aren't you going to be more apt not to break that promise? So I'm going to promise yourself, right? Promise yourself, baby. Promise yourself. And see how that works. Or better yet, get yourself on Facebook and say, look, who wants to join me for a group? And let's do this together. Let's do squats for a month and build it up each day. Let's see if we can do 50 squats a day and do it as a group. That's what I used to do with people, right? When you got a bunch of friends doing it together, you're more likely to do it, right? There's power in the team. By the way, I'm sorry I missed y'all last week. I've been struggling with sore throat, fatigue, tickle cough, all that stuff. Like I've been trying to get sick. And to be honest with you, I'm transparent with y'all most of the time. I've been having my face go numb on me. Just a new MS thing. My face has been going numb. And right when I think it's stopped, and I reported it to my doctor, right when I thought it was stopping, in and out, my face goes numb. Like it's got anesthesia going up it. And I'll sit there and think, oh, my glasses feel heavy. I need to move my glasses, and they're not even on my face. Weird, weird, weird feeling. So it's just another new MS thing. And when I let my doctor's office know, they had concern. And then it stopped. And I said, well, it stopped. Started again. Did I call them and tell them it started again? Heck, no. Because I'm like, what are they going to do next? What does this mean? What are they going to do next? So I'll just tell them we came back when I go to the doctor. I mean, I'm assuming it means progression of some sort. So my face goes numb. Just a new thing. Right when they said it wasn't progressing, I get a new symptom. What does that mean? So there you go. Thanks, Shelly Marie. Am I that concerned about it? Yes and no, because there's not really anything they can do about it. So I'm just going to keep pushing forward with faith. I had a business call with a very nice rehab center in Texas for drugs and alcohol yesterday to incorporate hypnotherapy healing with their patients there. And it went well, so we'll see how it goes. It doesn't mean I'll be going to Texas. It just means I'll be doing it virtually with their patients. Fingers crossed. That'll be a good kickoff for me because my husband is still looking for a job. And he's doing it furiously. So we could still use prayers that way. I am not adverse to asking for prayers because I pray for other people too. And I did a paper, and let me tell you, there is scientific proof there is power in prayers. Thank you, Shelly Marie. And I hope you are doing so well, my beautiful friend. I have thought about you. I have meant to send a note to you. My mind's just been all over the place. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And hello again, everybody out in the bushes. I want to know how everybody's New Year's going. How is everybody's New Year going? Seriously. Can everybody hear the music? When I hit replay sometimes, I hear it louder in my earphones. I don't hear it so loud in the replay. I don't want it to overdo the chat and stuff. How has your New Year been, Chilling Marie? April Showers, and whoever's in the chat? I mean, in the bushes. How's your New Year been so far? I would like to know. I know Miss Shelley Marie works like a dog. Thank you, Shelley Marie. You and I are very connected. It has been overwhelming. And I have had a lot of pro bono clients. Good. Have you had downtime, Shelley Marie? I would like to know that.
Everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed.
Have you had some downtime, Miss Shelley Marie? That is my hope for you, because I know you work far too hard. Oh, that is great, Shelley. Shelley says, New Year pretty good. Got to spend some time with the new family members. That is awesome. I'm glad you get just a you day. You more than deserve it. You need a spa day, Shelley Marie. Girl, do you know my brother gave me a massage for Christmas 2 years ago. I need to go use that sucker. I have not gone to do that. I hope it is still good. Seriously. Those things are not cheap and I have not used it yet. And I love those things. You know, we look at those. I don't know how many of you look at the tiny houses that you can see on YouTube. Some of them look really good. And they're really nice on the inside. And you think, well, I could live in that. And then I think of all the stuff we have in our house. And how much stuff we would have to get rid of. And could we really part with some of it? And I think this is the last place my son lived. Because if we sold this house and got a tiny house on a piece of land, and my husband went ahead and retired early, we'd be fine. And then my business, my practice took off. We would be fine for life. We'd have no bills, really, to speak of. And we would be fine for life and could travel. And my money would be cake, right? It'd be icing on the cake. But I think of all the emotional things, right? I think of all the emotional things. How many of you have seen those tiny houses? Shelley says, I like to have a day that I don't have to be responsible for anything and just relaxing at home, doing either nothing or what I choose to spend my energy on. Amen, sister. You deserve that all day long. All day long. And I hope you turn your phone off. Turn your phone off or just put it on messages. Shelley, do you think you could live in a tiny house like that? If I were by myself, I could. If I were by myself, I could.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't
See, my practice on Zoom also has to be in one. That's the other thing. Eden still lives at home. That's another thing.
I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions,
A lot of things to think about.
when I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid.
But we have seen one of those tiny house places where I think his name is Mike and Amanda. And I think he's in Tennessee. And they've got those Incredi boxes and Incredi cottages where they're starting to do them where they're plumbed for bathrooms and electricities. And you can link them together almost like Legos. So if you wanted to take them apart or take one off, you could sell it separately in the future, make money on it. And I think they're going to slant the roofs, that they would have a bathroom and electricity so you could sell one individually and make money on it, or you could link them together. Does that make sense? Where they still be plumbed for bath and electricity, but you could make one a bedroom, one a living room, one a kitchen, and hook them all together and make like a little compound, modular compound. And then if you didn't need an extra bedroom later, you could sell one individually to somebody and they could make it their tiny house home. I don't know. Thoughts. You know, just things that swim around your head. And then you see Mr. Tiny's. You know, I see the Mr. Tiny on YouTube. But they look really nice on the inside.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you, I don't ever feel calm.
But then you go on vacation sometimes, and you can get a really big hotel room, and you think, oh, this is nice. I could stay here. I could live here. Right? I've got my bed, the little kitchen, the dining thing, the nice view. I could stay here.
Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
And then you look at some of the communities where they help each other out, and they have the big thing where they farm, where they make the gardens together and stuff. I kind of like that. Where you have friends around, but they know to leave you alone if you want to be left alone.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing. And my heart
Yeah, I mean,
from the bruising. I feel like
I like the ones that are a little bigger.
you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing.
I would like to be near water if I had a tiny home.
One who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you. It's stupid when I'm alone with you.
I'm a water baby.
I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you, I knew this.
I wish, you know, I thought if I went a little later, people, lately when I go a little later, people come if I go in too early, people aren't there. And then they come trickling in toward I can't talk tonight. Trickling in toward the end. Like Virginia Woolf and other people. And then I'm starting to leave and they're trickling in. Now I'm later, they're not here. I'd like to be in the woods or the mountains, Shelley. In the woods, that's the mountains. That's pretty too. Yeah, the commune. Let's do it, Shelly. Let's keep in touch and then move close to each other in a commune near the woods or a creek at the mountains. That would be cool. And I like the ones that have a lot of wood. I like the ones that have a lot of wood on the inside. I would like to be able to smell the wood throughout the place. Now, I've seen some knockoffs. Oklahoma for sure. Now, did you say? Oh, okay, haha, for sure. I've seen some other ones coming up lately that are a little bit cheaper made. Excuse me. That are knockoffs, sort of. And you walk through there. And this guy's, he looks like he's in a wife beater or something, t-shirt. And he's got, I don't know if he's got flip-flops on or what, but he's walking through. And you can see the seams on the ceiling and stuff, and it's a lot cheaper made. And you can tell it's not that good a quality. And the wood almost looks plastic throughout the whole place. And he opens it up and he says, yeah, it's wood on the inside, but if you look on the inside, it's good press board. They're trying to keep up with the other more well-made tiny homes. I just had to laugh. And it doesn't cost you as much, and it's a lot bigger. It almost reminds me of a big lunch, like it's made like a lunchbox tiny home. I had to laugh. I mean, I'm sorry. But I told Steven, I said, okay, here's the deal. Because that's plan B, if worse comes to worse. I said, one weekend we go on a travel tour and find a place off somewhere, because we're probably going to have to travel and look for tiny homes, like up close and personal, and see how we feel. Because, you know, you think living with somebody in that close proximity. When I was younger, I always thought when I would retire, I'd buy an RV and travel the country. Now, that sounds cool, too. That does sound cool. I mean, you see some RVs, and they look all fancy and jacked up inside, and you think, oh, I could do this, right? I could really do this. I think I would have to actually go inside of a tiny home and feel it out in person. You know, because right now we live in a pretty decently sized house, and there's so much stuff in it. Number one, because my daughter is a wannabe hoarder. She is. And, you know, there's just so much stuff. And, you know, you think about the stuff you'd have to get rid of. We definitely, for sure, would have to have a storage building. For sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, they're pretty. The way they're made are gorgeous, from what it looks like. Now it depends on who you have. Yeah, customize. Some of them, if you customize them the way you want to, are gorgeous. And the lofts. Oh, you want an RV versus a tiny home? Some of the lofts, they'll make them where you can actually stand up in them. Now, I saw a tiny home that had a loft you could stand up in, and they had an extra bathroom, and they actually had kind of a basement in it. I had never seen that. That's the first one I had seen. So I'm trying to save some of them so I can say, look, I want you to build mine like this. I want you to build it like this. Hello, out in the bushes. Right now we're talking about, have you seen some of the tiny homes online? And are people going toward these? You said no girl both. Well, that's a thought. If you sold your home and got both. How many, I mean, is it this really the way people are going? Now, I know they're building a bunch of high-end tiny homes in Atlanta, but these are not movable tiny homes. They're making a tiny home community in Atlanta where they're not movable tiny homes. They're stay-in-place tiny homes that are like a community commune where they have the garden in the middle and stuff like that, and charging lower prices so young up-and-comers can afford to get a home. And other people can afford to get a home. That's one way they're doing it too. I mean, if you want to do it where you don't have to pay house taxes and stuff now, tiny home has to be on a trailer. And I think it has to be 399 square feet or under. But you can have a loft on it. But it can't be a loft where you're typically able to stand up in it, because then it counts as square footage. The only way you can stand up in it is if you take some heights down on the bottom floor. But half the time, some of the bedrooms aren't big enough to put a king-size bed in on the bottom floor, so you're almost better off making a bedroom out of the loft. But you think about walking up the steps all the time, you know what I mean? I want a tiny home for my home base, but an RV to go on when I get the bug to get away. That. But you can get smaller RVs. That's a good idea though, Shelly. But then you can hook a truck up to a tiny home, depending on what size you get, and just go travel with your tiny home. And then pull in to an RV park and park it. Isn't that the point of some tiny homes? But I see what you're saying. You want it as a home base and not move it, so you can put stuff around it. Who in the bushes, I know you're watching, would live in a tiny home? Have you ever seen a tiny home? Y'all, what's going on with you in the bushes? How is your New Year's in the bushes? I see you in the bushes. Is your New Year starting out the way you thought it would? Are people getting tired of paying the big taxes on their homes and the big prices on their homes, and tired of putting all of their money into their homes unless they're already paid off? That's the thing Stephen keeps telling to me. We could have a paid off home if we got a tiny home. If we found a piece of land, that's the thing. How much would you have to pay for the piece of land? Pay off the piece of land and the tiny home. have no bills except for the utility and water, unless you got on well water, unless you were off the grid. Wonder how much it would cost to get off the grid. Like totally off the grid. Except this is a thing. I don't want my toilet off the grid. My toilet would have to be hooked up, or either an incinerator toilet. Sorry, not sorry. I don't want a compost toilet. No. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I know it sounds good yeah, I would have to have an incinerator toilet or a regular toilet. I won't go that far. Hey, professional paranormal research. How are you? Please check out his channel. We've been talking about those tiny houses at the moment, whether we could do it or not. Because that's me and Steven's plan B if worse gets to worse. Selling our house and getting a tiny house. Yeah, living off the grid's a young person's dream, but when I talk about living off the grid, I'm not talking about living away from people. I'm talking about not having to pay the electric company. I'm talking about solar panels on the tiny house. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Yeah. You could. Have you seen some of them, Dustin? Have you ever seen any in person, Dustin? I know there's some in, let's see, Tennessee, Texas. I don't know. There's got to be some close to us somewhere. Alabama probably has some. You know the kind on. If you order some from Tennessee, is Tennessee closer to us? Yeah. Oh, you have? You've been pricing them? You'd live in a tent if you could get good land, Dustin? What? Why? How much is land around you? My grandfather used to have all kinds of land. I mean, bless his heart, he passed away years ago. If he were still here, then yeah, I had a brain glitch. Of course, it's closer to me. Duh. I should have known that. But my mom's like, you can move in my backyard on my extra land. I mean, we got a lot of extra land, but that defeats the purpose unless I leased my house out and then moved on the land. But then, depends on location. The further in country, the cheaper. I mean, if you buy from that guy in Tennessee, he'll lease the land for $200 a month. And that's good. $200 a month? $200 a month would be the price he'd charge you. I mean, some of them will rent the land to you to put it on. $200 a month. But then you'd be in a place where there's others. I'm assuming you don't want others around you, Dustin. In Kentucky. So did you see any you like, Dustin? You want no one in the neighbors. You don't like anybody? That's pitiful.
You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted.
Look, I need to look. I want to be particular where it gives me a place to get away in the tiny. You know, I would like a porch on my tiny. I would like a closed-in porch on my tiny. I would like a closed-in porch on my tiny with an outdoor fireplace. Am I getting too particular? Shelly, are you with me? An outdoor porch. Okay, an outdoor wraparound porch on my tiny with an outdoor fireplace. Love you, Eden. Where's Canada? Where's Canada? Tell her to say hey to me. There's my daughter. Tell Canada to say hello to me. And I want to be able to build a fence around it for my dogs. See, my dogs have to live with me too. Animals. My daughter has a cat. She needs a room. It's getting complicated here. So she would probably have to have the downstairs room unless it has 2 bedrooms. And they need to be decent size. How do you do that? And some of them have the teeny tiny living room. I don't want the teeny tiny living room. Some of them have 600 square feet. How do you do that? So then it's not a tiny house, right? If it has 600 square feet, then what is it considered? If it has 600 square feet and it's on a trailer, then what is it considered? That's a problem, isn't it? But it's still on a trailer. But, okay, this is what I want to know. When people rent apartments, what size is your average apartment? What size is your average apartment? In my younger days, I lived in some tiny as hell places, let me tell you, and I survived it. I lived in some tiny places, tiny, that can very well be considered tiny homes. I was fine, and I survived it. I don't know what size they were. My dorm was surely a tiny home. I think my dorm was 110 square feet. My dorm was probably 110 square feet. Anybody lived in a dorm room? And you survived that? You thought that was roomy enough? I love you too, my daughter. She's not going to bring Kennedy on here. And I think I know why.
one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't
She's
so
not on here now. She jumped off.
when I first saw you, I knew this. When I'm with you, I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded.
I don't think she's there.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want.
Glasses are a good thing to help you see. I can't see right now.
I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like
Hello, Henry Nelson. How are you doing?
understand the pain it brings.
Nice to see you.
Wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm hoping well, I don't need to type your name out. I just did like you can't see me on here. How are you doing? We've been talking about those tiny home adventures. How many people are going in that direction? Hopefully they last a very long time. Ooh, lots of snow? Wow. Someone was showing me a ton of snow the other day. I think it was one of my clients showing me they had a lot of snow out in their backyard. We just have a lot of cold and a lot of rain here lately. I don't like that. Do you ski? Wisconsin winter, not a surprise. Oh, yeah, I did have a client. I was doing hypnosis, and she was in Wisconsin too. So, do you get to do winter sports out there? Snow, ski, or anything like that?
You are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you, I don't ever feel calm.
Anybody have any fun when it snows? When we get snow here, it's always a surprise. Nobody knows how to drive in it. No one knows how to act in it. That is for sure.
You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more.
Oh, by the way, everybody, please hit that like while you're here. Sorry I did not show up last week.
I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test.
Oh, I used to do skating and skiing. I've never been snow skiing. I've only been ice skating once in my life, and I was a kid. Well, enjoy your snack, Dustin. When I get off, I'm going to have soup or something for a late dinner. I was watching a Southern Charm reunion yesterday, and I thought just like Vanderpump Rules, all those people are an incestuous group of people, always beating up on each other, always committing the same sins with each other. I thought, what a hot mess. You're eating Reese's Puff cereal. Well, that sounds like a treat. Ice skating is more like falling on my butt. Grew up in the South. Oh, cool. Yeah, I can remember being a kid, trying to learn how to ice skate, and it being so hard on the ankles. Because that was back when I was used to roller skating on 4 wheels. And now everybody roller skates on, when the wheels are all lined up. I always had to skate on 4 wheels, like 4 wheels, like tires on a car. Worked at a skating rink with my brother. Henry says, yeah, ankles were everything, and mine were not happy on ice. Yeah, I felt like when I got on the ice skates, I would wobble while my ankles were trying to learn how to get strong on the ice skates. Justin says, I refuse to ice skate and roller skate. I'm a hot mess on them. I have not roller skated in quite a while, since Eden was probably 10, maybe. And I took her to the roller skating rink close to where we were because she wanted to go with people at her school or some friends or something like that. That's probably the last time I went. Isn't it funny how you do things for your kids and then you remember how it was once upon a time? I haven't ridden a bike and I can't tell you when. When's the last time anybody rode a bicycle? You know, they say it's your muscles do have memory. Once you learn something, your muscles always retain that memory of movement. They don't forget, but ooh, Lord have mercy. They're sore and hurt afterwards. I can't wait to get it together and use my new equipment my husband got me for Christmas. See, that's another thing. When you get things for Christmas and crap, you got a tiny house, where are you going to put it? Aww. How long does the snow usually last for you, Henry? When I think of Wisconsin, I think of cheese. I think of cheese. Yum. This is my new sweater I got for Christmas. My husband got it oversized for me because I have issues. I don't like my clothes to touch my skin so much. I like things baggy on me. So I asked for things really oversized. I'm weird like that. What's in my hair? So, here's my sweater. I could probably fit 3 of me in here. Once it snows until spring, May or so. Now, here's the thing about Christmas. Once Christmas is over and we hit January, February, March, then they change the time again, sometime in March, and daylight is back. Ah, that's the best. No worries, Paranormal Witch Willow. So I'm late. Y'all had stuff to deal with. Hi. No worries. So tell me, everybody, how is your new year going so far? How's it going so far? And we are all dealing, honey. We are all dealing. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Like I said, we can still use prayers. Stephen's still looking for a job. I had a meeting with, I told Shelly, had a meeting with a nice rehab in Texas to try to do hypnotherapy with some of their patients yesterday. Fingers crossed. Trying to build up my practice. Fingers crossed. So we can use all the prayers we can get. You're good. Have bad weather. It's going to happen soon in Texas. What kind of bad weather, Willow? kind of weather are you expecting? And how are the boys? How are the boys? Still breathing. Have been happy so far. That is great news, Henry. That's great news. I am hoping this 2024 is so much better this year. That is what I am hoping for. I'm looking for doors of opportunity and doors to help people. By the way, if you know teachers that need help and are interested in hypnotherapy, I will be giving teachers 50% off. Bad snow and cold. In Texas, the kids are good. They're asleep. My oldest is getting help for his autism. Oh, I'm so glad, Willow. That's great news. Thank you so much, Henry Nelson. I feel the same for you and everyone. You and everyone. And I will be completely graduated from HMI in April and done with my internship there. And right now I'm getting my practice off the ground. So I've already gotten one of my degrees from them. I'm just finishing my pro bono and stuff for them right now. Hello in the bushes. But I am ready to go back into private practice again. So I've been doing it slowly, soft opening. I would like to go ahead and get an office, but I'm looking for grants for that. Trying to start a resolution this year. Baby, Willow, promise yourself, don't even start a resolution because we know how that goes. What is it that you want to do, Willow? Tell me. Hello in the bushes. What is it that you want to do, honey? Really? Hey, Denise Baumgard. Sorry. Hey, Denise Baumgart. Really cold here in Illinois. Snow feels like negative 17. Staying inside. I do not blame you. Are you in Wisconsin too? I wish we'd at least get some snow if it was going to be cold like it is here. Because it's been cold here, but it's been rain. Nothing has turned into snow. It's just cold and rain. I want to teach people about my paranormal and deities. Okay. You know, I hear a lot about doing a regular blog off of Instagram where you can make money. I mean, I don't know how it works on Instagram, though, about the money part. Okay, you do that, Denise. Tell them to turn into snowflakes here for a little bit. Whoa, that's very cold, Willow. Very, very, very cold. And two, look, all of my mods know that they're going to get a session anyway. But the rest of you, I'm setting up a discount code if anybody needs hypnotherapy for weight loss, depression, anxiety, grief, confidence, pain. It goes on and on and on what you can use it for. If you need to learn something faster, if you need to run faster, if you have blood pressure issues, etc. I'm setting up a discount code for 30% off in general. Teachers get 50% off. My mods get theirs free. But tell your friends. Who is this? Oh, this is not going to happen. Somebody needs to knock William Moore off. How do I knock this guy off? William Moore, you need to get off my channel, dude. Exposing yourself. Love to you too, but I don't want to see your penis. This guy named William Moore just came up in my back room showing his penis. And then heart hands. How he was able to do that, I have no idea. William Moore, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, but you just exposed your penis in my back room. That is uncool. Hey, guru of baseball cards. Yes, you were. What do you call that? Hey, Burger Boy. How are you doing? How was your Saturday night? First time seeing you, pulled up YouTube, and you were right there. Oh, very cool, Denise Baumgart. What state are you from? Very nice to meet you. My background is, for those that don't know, my background is as a psychotherapist. I'm a hypnotherapist, very spiritual, and I just soft opened my practice. I can't talk tonight. Healing. Probably need to put on my glasses so I can see. Oh, thank you. If you have your own channel, let me know, because I always share out good content creators. Oh, did I just put out 2 L's? Healing, integrative. Oh, Dana. Well, it's all put together, but I'm writing it separately so people could actually read the words. But you need to put the words together. But dude, he's got your name. So you have to be the same one. So I was trying to block the picture from StreamYard. What? Block him from StreamYard for again touch your nose. What? So anyway, that's my website. So I do hypnotherapy for all kinds of issues. By William Moore. So anyway, that's what I do. But I started the channel to talk about mental health and social media and stuff like that during when we had the big pandemic. So anyway, thank you, Burger Boy. Burger Boy, do you have a channel? We started out talking about those tiny houses. Why am I having such trouble seeing? I just did. Oh Lord, have mercy, Clean Team. So what's on your channel, Burger Boy? I know, right? You do. Oh man, why am I having trouble with my vision? We do mixed media and old TV mostly. That sounds pretty good, Burger Boy. If you do mixed media and old TV, everybody should please check out Burger Boy. Please check out his channel. I like mixed media and old TV. A lot of new people coming in I'm not familiar with. What is my favorite old TV show? I do like, of course I like, I Love Lucy. I Love Lucy. Oh, Get Smart's a good one, Henry Nelson. Where are you from, Ding Dong Duh? Are you from the UK? Oh, Bewitched is a good one. Yeah. Bewitched is a good one. I found one on the TV the other day that I forgot even existed. I can remember it came on reruns. Okay, Get Smart. I just the fact. Flying Nun. It came on reruns when I was a kid. That one was made like way before I was born, but it's good. Are you from the UK, Ding Dong Duh? Ding Dong Duh. And I never knew why I wanted to jump off stuff when I was a kid, but it's because my mom used to play those reruns to me when I was little tiny. I never knew why I wanted to be a nun either, because of that. It made no sense. Because I didn't remember ever seeing anything like that. What was that show? I don't know the name of that show that my dad used to like. That used to have the family, and they were on a ranch, and one of the sons was named Hoss. Somebody help me. It was a family. It had the dad and the sons on there, and that's it. Bonanza. bonanza. My dad used to love that show. You know, I know they come out with a lot of things now, but they don't make classic shows that people watch all the time like they used to. Sometimes people just want to get lost in things that don't stress them out. Let's just be honest. There aren't a lot of shows that come on just to watch that don't stress people out. Think about it. They can enjoy it. They like to watch it. Ultimately, at the end, they know it's going to be all neatly tied up. Does that make sense? It's going to be all neatly tied up. Not going to stress them out. Yeah, I Love Lucy, still a good show. Classic. And it's funny. You can't beat I Love Lucy. The Munsters. Oh, Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows. Does anybody ever play those old Dark Shadows shows anymore? Like the original Dark Shadows shows, are they even in existence? Barnabas Collins. They made that movie about it. Remember who? No, I don't. I don't remember the details of. I don't remember the details of Dark Shadows. I don't. That's a good. We should have had a game show out of this. We should have made a game out of this for people to answer all this stuff. Burger Boy, it was nice to meet you on this. I should have blocked that guy that tried to come up in my thing trying to say he wasn't the one trying to show his penis. It's a good thing that my vision's not good. I could just see the shape. I couldn't see the details. So the next time he comes up, somebody needs to block him out of here. It's nice to meet you, Burger Boy, by the way. And Ding Dong Duh. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. We were talking about tiny houses, tiny homes earlier. And if anyone's seen them in person, if anyone would actually live in them. Yeah, trivia is good. We need to have trivia night next Saturday night. Seriously. And see who can remember things. You want a tiny house? Have you seen one in person, Willow? Willow, you're in. Aren't you in Texas? Have you seen that Mr. Tiny Timmons? Those tiny houses out there? Have you seen the Mr. Tiny Timmons houses? A pile of logs? You have a log cabin? Henry Nelson, you have a log cabin? I look at those all the time online, Willow. Are they nice? Are they really nice in person, Willow? I live in 2 pile of logs, but it isn't tiny. Oh, yeah. Henry, on YouTube sometime, look up tiny homes. They are the best tree around. Henry, you need to send me an email and let me see it. I bet it looks nice. Tiny house is a tree house on the ground. Ding dong duh. Sounds about right. Okay, this is gonna stop, dude. He has been banned from studio, that William guy, because he was doing it again. If you see him in here, I've permanently banned him from studio. If he comes in chat, he is to be blocked. That William guy. Because he came in my studio jerking off. Disgusting. Get a Home Depot shed instead? Why, ding dong duh? I gotta blow up this writing. Dana, it's a wonderful house. Just check my farm and trains things. Check my farm and trains things. Okay, I'm assuming you have a channel, Henry Nelson. Is that what your channel's called? Check your farm and train things? That William guy is disgusting. I was jerking off in my studio. If he comes in here, he's to be banned. No, not the burger guy. I mean, unless he's what Burger Boy was nice. Unless Burger Boy was. I think Burger Boy's legit. Let me see. Well, we'll see if we go on YouTube. I think Burger Boy's legit. It's not gonna happen to me. I will ban the heck out of somebody. Burger Boy's real, y'all. Go subscribe to his channel. Burger Boy's real. The one that was asking us about what we like to watch. About old shows and stuff. What is Burger Boy? It looks like he is real. The other guy was disgusting. No, he needs to be banned. He went in my back room and was doing disgusting things. I love and care about everybody, but I'm not going to have somebody do, no, thank you. I don't need that. Yeah. Like, I love and care about everybody, but you're not going to come up here and yank your jank. No. I don't need to see that. Didn't ask my permission. I don't want to see it. But anyway, somebody trying to mess with my mood like that. Lord have mercy. He gives himself too much credit. And I know you watching. Go on somewhere else with your little stuff. With your little stuff. If you could have any one of them, Willow, which one would it be? Which one would it be? Now, there's another one where they got a great idea where you can hook them all together. They're called Incrediboxes and Incredicottages. And you can get one for like $25,000. And they're plumbed and wired. And you could take separate ones and connect them together and hook more together over time and have one that's a bedroom and a bathroom and, build it as you go. And if you don't need that much, you could unhook one and sell it separately. And it could be a whole home for someone, just a smaller one, and make you some money off of it. Yes, Lord Ding Dong does his little stuff. Get so excited like somebody wants to see that crap. Lord have mercy. Somebody got the wrong idea of what they think women want to see. I can't pick They Are So Amazing Tiny House. I want everybody to have a better year. Listen, the more you put good stuff, I don't mean what some people think is good stuff. The more you put positive in your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, good music, right? Good music. Watch positive things. Eat good food. All that stuff in your whole system. Choose happy. Choose feel good. Choose good food. Choose to be around happy, good people. All that stuff. The more good comes into your life, I promise you, you resonate higher. It just ramps all of that up. It ramps all of that up. It's like we can choose to believe there are no miracles and nothing good happens. Sit on that feeling for a minute. But we can also choose to believe there are miracles and good things can happen. Sit on that feeling for a minute. Which one do you choose? I choose the option of there are miracles all around us. You have to see with different eyes. You get what I'm saying? Humor me for just a minute. Humor me for just a minute. This might get old, I don't care. But humor me. Breathe down. Inhale. Inhale, calm. All the way down to your toes. Through your nose. Inhale, calm. All the way down to your toes. And exhale, peace. Just humor me. Do it again. To 3, inhale, calm. To your toes. And to 6, exhale, peace. Good. Now, close your eyes. Just humor me. And I want you to visualize the space between your ears. Just humor me. Close your eyes for just a minute and visualize the space between your ears. Humor me. The space between your ears. Like it's a tunnel. Breathe while you're doing it. Just visualize the space between your ears. And after you've done that, visualize yourself in space. Just being in space. And feel what your brain does. No drugs needed. Good. And then you can easily put yourself into the field of existence. None of your items exist there. In the field of existence, that is where you begin to create your future. It can be tomorrow, next week, and your future exists of what you smell, you see, you hear, you feel, you taste, the people around you. You get what I'm saying? Your brain would even feel different. Make sense? Anyway, you may not understand what I'm doing, but if you take the moment and really go through this exercise, you will feel different. It puts you in an alpha state each and every time. This is state right before theta state. Theta state is where you actually go in hypnosis. This calms your whole system down and puts you in a very creative state where your brain is actually able to help you open doors and create into your future. Make sense? Who is bringing the C word? I can't say this on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like it. Yes, Henry, always, always be open to the wonder of the world. Uh-oh, the ex-in-law snooping. Oh no, Willow, I'm sorry about that. Henry said he's happy without people in his house. Thank you, Henry. The Farm and Trains are playlist. So is your channel called Henry Nelson? Henry Nelson? Everybody check out Henry's channel. Please. I love kind, great creators. Please check out Henry Nelson's channel. And while you're here, please like, subscribe, share. And thank you for coming to this channel and being a part of this beautiful, lovely community, except the ones that come here and try to do nasty things in my back room. Not acceptable, not appreciated, and you will be kicked out immediately if you come here trying to be wankers. No wankers accepted. And it may take me a minute because I am literally half blind, and if I don't have my glasses on, I may not get what you're doing for a hot minute. I don't have a channel. I'm just a mod here. You're more than just a mod here, Willow. You are family. Hold on. I've been struggling a little bit. On the edge of, you know how you say, I'm trying to get sick? That's how it has felt for the last week. I've been on the edge of not feeling well lately. Sorry. But anyway, we love and appreciate you here, Henry. For sure. Anyway, on that note, I guess I better start rolling out. I didn't realize it's 11:35. I love and appreciate all of you so much here. And please check out my website, Healing Integrative Hypnotherapy. I'm offering a 30% discount to new clients, a 50% discount to all teachers, for sure, because that is a difficult job. That is a very difficult job. And of course, all my mods, I love you, and you didn't accept your free Christmas one. Oh, you are most welcome, Henry Nelson. Everybody, please go check out Henry's channel. I should have called you out before, and I just didn't realize, Henry, that you had a channel. please check out his channel. Great community here. We always love and support each other here. Sometimes we have specific topics, and forgive me for not being so specific lately, but I have been overwhelmed with things. That is my fault. I'm trying to look to see what you posted. Ding dang duh. What is that? Is that a trophy? Is that a picture of you, ding dang duh? Or is that somebody from a show? I can't tell that if that's you in the picture. Thank you, ding dang duh. Is that a picture of you in your avatar, or is that somebody else? Happy paranormal hunting, Willow says. See you next time. Hello, Adam's Family Lady. How did you know I was originally an Adam's Family Lady? Shinobi mode. Hello to you as well. Hello to you. Why, did you see me back in the day? Hello to you and welcome. We are just signing out, but welcome and thank you. Oh, or do you think I look like the Addams Family lady? It's hard to know. I didn't know if she'd see me on Adam's channel or she thinks I look like the Addams Family lady. Or he. She or he. Shinobi mode. Not sure if that's a compliment or not. Well, anyway, everyone have a great night. I'm sending so much love, light, and many blessings to all of you. And I will see you next time. Remember, your vibe attracts your tribe. Take care, everybody, and much love to you all. And here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Bye, everybody.